And now, RWE presents Clash of Champions Kickoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Clash of Champions Kickoff show. Of course, my name is Cameron, and I'm going to be breaking down all the action that you guys are looking forward to here today at Clash of Champions. What a day it's going to be, and what a pay-per-view is going to be, and I honestly can't wait. We have a night full of exciting action, some, just action-packed feuds that have been going on for the past few weeks ever since Survivor Series, and, tension's been brewing, with a lot of people, Yeah, we have a stacked card here at Clash of Champions that I'm very excited to talk about here. First, we have a part of our kickoff show. We have Jade Beretta, Casey Spiro, and Heather Ray, with the winner receiving a future Women's Championship opportunity that will take place on the Christmas edition of RWE on December 25th. We have Tessa and Silver challenging Delora and Jade for the Women's Tag Team Championship, and, that match will kick off the show. In our main event, we have the Nightmare Mac challenging Elijah Morgan in a Falls Count Anywhere match for the RWE Championship. You got John Spiro and Matt Carter and AJ Andrews and Henry Stone for the RWE Tag Team Championship. And that's going to be really interesting because, this Henry go with his partner, his society there. You gotta wait to find out. You got Eric and Beast for the Intercontinental Championship. You gotta love it when you have two powerhouses in a matchup. We have Natasha, who's really the underdog in that match. She will be challenging Jessica Jade, the undefeated Jessica Jade, for the RWE Women's Championship. And for the World Heavyweight Championship, we have Champ pulling double duty. We have Leon Da Vinci versus Henry Stone for the World Heavyweight Championship. But we're going to look into our first match of the night, and the match that will kick off the show. We're going to look into our Women's Tag Team Championship match between Silver and Tessa and Delora and Jade. So we'll be back in a few moments. Here we go, Women's Tag Team Championship on the line. Powerbomb! This could be it! 1, 2, 3! She got her! What a win for Yin and Yang as they're the new Women's Tag Team Champions. Powerbomb. That could be it. 1, 2, 3, and she got her! Silver and Tessa are going to Clash of Champions to face Delora and Jade for the Women's Tag Team Championship.
Our winners, Silva and Bad Attitude, Teresa.
What a... So that match, it was originally supposed to be another match with Natasha and her former tag team partner. Stuff. Let's just say stuff happens. But Jade and Delora will defend the titles against Silver and Tessa, nonetheless. But the next match I want to talk about is Beast and Eric. And Beast just coming in on the RWE roster on Friday, making a dominant performance out of Tyrone Woods, and then brawling with Eric Cassidy backstage after making his intentions clear and making his intentions known that he's not here to wait in line. He's here to win championships, and he wasted no time going straight after the international champion Eric Cassidy. And Eric Cassidy, he's a very huge threat on the roster. If you're smart, you don't just go demanding title matches out of Eric Cassidy. You don't go demanding matches out of Eric Cassidy, because Eric Cassidy, something that he loves to do is fight. But we'll be back in a few moments as we look into this matchup here tonight on the Clash of Champions Kickoff show. And here is his opponent, the debuting Beast. Oh my god. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, and down he goes. And he got back up to his feet. Oh my god! Uh-oh. Package pile driver. I want one of the best this roster has to offer. I want the international champion himself. You're looking at the new face of this company. Cassidy, I think Beast was looking for Eric Cassidy. Eric Cassidy was behind him. Oh! Beast takes a jab at him. Beast said he wasn't gonna wait. Eric Cassidy is never one to back down. Oh God! Back suplex. Oh! Driving the skull of Beast into his knee, and Beast is back up to his feet. Eric Cassidy's back up to his feet. Oh God. Oh! This isn't good. You've seen this before. Oh! Now, like I said earlier, Eric Cassidy is someone that loves to fight. And like I said, if you're smart, you don't just go up to Eric Cassidy and fight him. Eric Cassidy is one heck of a competitor. It was just last pay-per-view that he got the pinfall victory over the RWE champion, the Sole Survivor. He got 3 out of the 4 eliminations in that matchup. He actually pinned the Nightmare Mac, who was Intercontinental Champion at the time, to become Intercontinental Champion at the time, then beat Leon to become International Champion, the inaugural International Champion. So, I mean, this guy, Eric Cassidy, he's seemingly unstoppable, ladies and gentlemen. But we also have some tensions brewing in the tag team division as Henry Storm and AJ Andrews, the defending champions, you know, the team will take on Matt Carter and John Spyro of Henry Storm Society. Now, there's a little bit of buzz on this one because Henry has to choose between his society and his tag team partner AJ Andrews in his tag title reign. The question is, will Henry Storm leave at a Clash of Champions tonight double champion? I don't know, but we're looking into this matchup. We'll be back in a few moments. And that's Henry Storm! That's Henry Storm, Matt Carter, and is that John Spyro on the apron? We've seen Henry Storm tease something called the Society of Darkness, and now Henry Storm's gonna retreat as the Society of Darkness continues to watch on. Matt Carter's with a chair in the ring. Malachi distracting the ref. Henry Storm's got the chair! He hit him with the chair! D6! And now he's using the ropes. 1, 2, he got him! And now, a second brain buster. Look at the leg, he's distracted. 1, 2, and John Spyro got him! John Spyro and Matt Carter are going to Clash of Champions, and this should be interesting.
Could be the end right here.
Andrews, 1916 connects.
Like a legacy maker right now.
1, 2, 3, and John Spyro has pinned 1/2 of the tag team champions. AJ. That one's gonna be huge, and that one's gonna be explosive. You know, we could see a double crossing, or we could see Henry Storm walk out still Henry 2 belts. You know, Henry Storm. You know, it's really up to him. You know, he can walk out double champion and, you know, do what's right for himself, or do what's right for, you know, his 2 friends, John Spyro and Matt Carter. That will not have any effect on his career other than, you know, just putting another loss on his win-loss record. You know. But will Henry Storm, you know, do the right thing and do what's best for him and his tag team partner in his career? Or will Henry Storm, will he just give himself a loss? You know, maybe intentionally. it's really up to him. But him and AJ Andrews, have always been such a good duo. It's not just this company that they won tag team gold, and they won tag team gold about 5 or 6 times in other promotions, such as UHW and other promotions. But yeah, those two have always been a good duo, good friends, inseparable duo. They've always been pretty good friends. They've always had a nice relationship with each other, and well, if we're dealing with the Henry Storm that I know, then I personally don't have any doubt that he will do the right thing, and he will pick up the win tonight. And his society, that what does that have to do with his career? Henry Storm, he doesn't need to lose this match just for what he needs to do is prove himself as champion, continue to prove himself as champion, continue to make history as being a double champion here in RWE, and just going the route that he's going, rather than just just giving the win to his friends John Sparrow and Matt Carter, or the Society of Darkness, who they turned against Eric back at Survivor Series. That's when they first debuted as a faction. But more on this later. We're gonna head down to ringside for our first bit of action: triple threat match, Heather Ray, Jade Savage Beretta, and Casey Storm, with a future women's championship opportunity on the line as we head down the ringside. We are live on the the Clash of Champions Kickoff show, live in Nashville, Tennessee. My name is Cameron, here at ringside alongside DJ. And here's Jade Beretta. Oh. That was powerful. The winner of this matchup will challenge either Natasha or Jessica Jade for the Women's Championship on the Christmas edition of RWE on December 25th. Wow. And before we start talking about this match, Clash of Champions is of course sponsored by our sponsor Crossface Pro. Make sure you guys follow them on Instagram at crossfacepro_BW. Oh my god. Anyway, Jade Beretta, of course, had a championship opportunity at our last hit Survivor Series. Came in short against who was SmackDown Women's Champion at the time, Haley Storm. And here's our next competitor in this matchup. It's Casey Spyro.
And her opponents. First, from Shreveport, Louisiana, Casey Rodriguez.
Of course, she's a part of the Dark Society. With Henry Storm, Matt Carter, and John Spyro, her husband John Spyro. And here's Heather Ray. About 2 weeks ago on RWE on Friday. And she defeated the number one contender. She pinned the number one contender, Natasha. That's how she qualified to be in this matchup. Heather Ray, she also had a championship opportunity at Survivor Series against who's the women's champion now, Jessica Jade. She came so close, but just came up just short. But anyway, DJ, who is your pick to win this matchup? He picks Casey Spyro. I'm gonna pick Heather Ray. You kind of whispered. Anyway, That light's kind of bright, but Jade Beretta takes a jab at Heather Ray. Casey Spiral, oh my, she just smacked her in the face. That's not even the same one. Is it? Oh! What is the problem with this ref? I don't get... He didn't... Empire screwed Empire. Oh, it is the ref. I recognize him now. Anyway, moving on. Jade Beretta. The jab to the midsection of Casey Spiral. Uh-oh. Power bomb! Oh, went for the spear! Heather Ray hopped over spear! Or takes her down. I don't know if that was a spear or not. And oh my god, what a jab there to Casey Spiral, and Heather Ray takes down Jade Beretta. And Heather Ray sends Jade Savage Beretta outside the ring. This is a huge opportunity for these three women to earn themselves a championship matchup. Oh! Beretta now has Heather Ray. Oh! Beretta backs. She inverted that, taking down Casey Spiral. Casey Spiral with a reversal drop kick. Didn't get all of it, but just enough to take Jade Beretta down, and she is now the last woman standing in this matchup. Casey Spiral's husband will have a tag team championship opportunity to be able to Matt Carter take on Society member Henry Storm and AJ Andrews. That should be pretty interesting between those four. Still to come for the RWE Tag Team Championship. Beretta with a kick to the midsection of Heather Ray. Beretta could be going for a power bomb. No, power bomb on the apron. Oh my god. And once again, Jade Beretta slamming Heather Ray onto the outside there. Beretta sending Casey Spiral back into the ring. Oh! And Jade Beretta's just been dominating this match for the most part. Beretta now. And again! Oh my gosh. And she might be the most unstoppable force in our women's division, ladies and gentlemen. What's Beretta looking to do here? She's going to go after Heather or Casey. Heather making it back up to her feet. Now Casey is back into the ring. Heather back into the ring now. Heather! Neckbreaker connects! Then Heather taking down Beretta. Big kick. Getting fired up now. Has Jade in the corner. Uh-oh. Oh! Kick sending Beretta back into the ring. Jade now. Uh-oh. Oh my god, on the ladder! Beretta! Oh! Slamming Heather Ray. And that could be a hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Jade Beretta earns a women's championship opportunity on the Christmas edition of RWE on December 25th. And Jade Beretta dominated that match. Oh my God. What a win for Jade Beretta as the RW Clash of Champions kickoff show continues. And we're going to waste no time getting back into the action, diving back into the subject of Clash of Champions. Congratulations, big win for Jade Savage Beretta, as she just earned herself an opportunity at the Women's Championship on December 25th, the Christmas edition of RWE on Friday, or next Friday, I believe. You know, that's whenever. December 25th, we all know when that is. That's Christmas. But you know, she'll either face Natasha or Jessica Jade. You know, those two face later tonight for the Women's Championship. And Natasha's definitely the underdog. But another match I want to get into is the RWE Championship match between the Nightmare Mac and the champion Elijah Morgan. And that rivalry's been brewing, and it really got heated when those two had a war of words for each other on a Friday. We'll take a look at that right now as we get ready for this match, and the kickoff show continues here at Clash of Champions. What the? Oh my God! What? That's the Nightmare Mac! Mac is attacking Elijah Morgan! TKO! Not only was I so tired of being known as the weak link of Empire, but something needed to change. I do not stand by anyone anymore. I am alone. When I worked alone, I was an unstoppable force. Ever since I joined Elijah, that changed. Ever since I joined Elijah, he was known as a leader. I was underappreciated, underestimated, and most importantly, I lost my title. So Elijah, you caused me to lose my title, and I'm gonna cause you to lose yours. Mac, you just don't get the fact that you were so ungrateful. You weren't relevant until you joined me. I made your career, Mac. And that was enough to get Mac out here. You were so irrelevant to yourself before you joined me that you rebel against yourself. Look at you. You become an absolute joke since you left Empire. You need to accept the fact that I made your career. You need to accept that I made you, Mac. You even stole my nickname, The Nightmare? I wonder where that came from. You looked up to me your whole career, and you don't want to admit it. And you think you have what it takes to be the RWE champion? The only reason you even had what it takes to be Intercontinental Champion before you lost it to that goof Eric Cassidy is because of me. You need to accept the fact that you'll never hold a championship in this company again without me. You become an irrelevant joke. You even rebelled again because you know you're not the wrestler that you used to be. Ever since you left Empire, you've been nothing to this company. So it seems like being the longest reigning world champion in RWE has gotten to your head. But we don't have to worry about that after this Saturday. This Saturday, your terror reign ends and mine begins. This is the Nightmare Mac era, and your time is over. And so has every single person that has stepped to me. Every single person that has stepped in my ring has said that exact same thing to me, and every single one of them have perished. I don't need you. I don't need anyone else to help me win matches. Which you probably wouldn't know anything about the word relevant since you left Empire. But the only thing that is relevant is that you'll be staring up at those lights this Saturday and be looking at me as your leader. You'll be looking at me as the only good wrestler on this roster. You'll be looking at me as the only man that carries this show on his back week in and week out, the RWE champion, Elijah Morgan. So you heard it first there that, you know, Elijah Morgan claims that he made the career of the Nightmare Mac, and just taking credit for everything the Nightmare Mac has done. The Nightmare Mac, he's already spent most of his career in Empire already, before he turned his back on Elijah Morgan. But he was pretty accomplished even before he joined Empire. He won the Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat match, an incredible triple threat match at SummerSlam against AJ Andrews and Eric Cassidy. And the Nightmare Mac, as much as he may lose, as much as he may be inconsistent, he's still one good superstar. And tonight he gets that World Heavyweight Championship opportunity, or the RW Championship opportunity. And now is his chance, finally cashed in. Now is his chance, finally, just proves to everybody what he's been trying to prove to everyone else and himself at the same time, and that's that he's worthy of a World Heavyweight Championship. He's worthy of, he's worthy of this opportunity. He's deserved this opportunity for a while, and this is what he's trying to prove to everybody. He knows that he's capable of it. But he wants to prove to everyone else that he's capable of it, because he wants to show the world and the RW universe and the rest of the superstars and his peers and everything, and then in the backstage area, the locker room, whatever you want to call it. He's been out to prove that, and no one's really giving him full credit. He's been Intercontinental Champion. Put up a fight against Eric Cassidy, just coming up short. But ever since, Nightmare Mac just hasn't, been able to, just find a consistent flow to keep winning matches. It just went downhill, especially when he lost to Eric Cassidy, and that's when he's got pinned by Eric Cassidy 3 times now, by the way. And that's when, he said it's time for a change. And he underwent that change, and look what's happened. He's found himself an RW Championship opportunity, and this is an opportunity that we all know he's fully capable of cashing in on. But as for Elijah Morgan, he's been a pretty dominant champion. It's been 166 days since June 30th, 2020, and that's when he first won the championship. And he's made his mark since, only being pinned once ever since he won that championship, and that's by Eric Cassidy at Survivor Series. That dominant factor on this show that we talk about all the time. And honestly, this is just one of those matches that I just can't wait to see here tonight. And I know I'm not the only one looking forward to it. Can the Nightmare Mac finally cash in on the opportunity, or will Elijah Morgan continue his terror reign, his dominant reign as champion, as we get ready to conclude the Clash of Champions kickoff show? And this is it for the panel. I'll see you guys for Clash of Champions in just a few minutes.
The one night that we wait for, when it's all put on the line. We all striving to reach the top and be the champion this time. I'm gonna be a champion. Yeah, I got what it takes. Risk it all, make my own fate. Yeah, I'm gonna be a champion. All the glory and the fame, just setting in my own plane. I'm gonna be a champion. Silhouettes in the spotlight, cash falling from the sky. Yeah, I'm gonna be a champion. So it takes is one night for me to turn around my whole life. Say it's easy coming up and trying to be the best. I'm calling bluff, you looking tired, man, you need a rest. You trying to graduate ahead of class, cheat the test. Homie, I ain't even trying, I just be the best. Championship rings, yeah, I got a few. Gold medal, first place, what I gotta do. Hard work, dedication, never quitting, now you looking at a champion. I'm gonna be a champion. Yeah, I got what it takes, risk it all, make my own fate. Yeah, I'm gonna be a champion. All the glory and the fame, just setting in my own plane. I'm gonna be a champion. Silhouettes in the spotlight, cash falling from the sky. Yeah, I'm gonna be a champion.
This is Clash of Champions.